AITA for refusing to pay for my niece's college after she publicly humiliated me. I, 45F, have always been proud to support my family, even though I've chosen to remain child-free. Growing up, my brother, 47M, and I were close, and when he had his daughter Emily, 18F, I was thrilled to be the fun, supportive aunt. I've spent the past 18 years building a relationship with her and have tried to be there whenever she needed. Babysitting when she was little, taking her on special trips, being her confidant during tough teenage years, you name it. I wanted to be a positive influence in her life. Because I don't have kids of my own, I've also been able to save a decent chunk of money over the years. For as long as I can remember, I've told Emily and her parents that I'd help pay for her college when the time came. To me, it was a way to invest in her future and give her opportunities that I didn't have growing up. My brother and sister-in-law were always grateful and assured me they appreciated the gesture. Things were fine until last month. Emily recently graduated from high school, and her parents threw her a big graduation party. It was a beautiful event, held at a nice venue with about 50 people, including close family, friends, and some of Emily's classmates. I was excited to celebrate her achievements and even brought her a small gift, a gold bracelet engraved with her graduation date. It wasn't extravagant, but I thought it was meaningful. The party was going well until Emily gave a speech. She stood at the front of the room, thanking everyone for coming and for supporting her throughout her life. She thanked her parents for their love and sacrifices, her grandparents for always cheering her on, her friends for making high school memorable, and then she got to me. And a big thanks to Aunt My Name for not having kids so she could spoil me like I'm hers. Must be nice having all that extra money and no responsibilities. The room erupted in laughter. People were clapping and smiling, and my brother and sister-in-law were laughing too. Meanwhile, I was sitting there frozen. My face felt hot, my heart was pounding, and I didn't know how to react. I managed a weak smile, but inside, I was devastated. Her words weren't just a joke to me. They felt dismissive and humiliating. It felt like she reduced all the love and effort I've poured into our relationship to nothing more than a punchline about my life choices. After the party, I pulled Emily aside to talk. I told her that her comment hurt me deeply and that it felt disrespectful. She rolled her eyes and said, "Oh, come on, it was just a joke. Lighten up." When I pushed further, saying it wasn't funny to make fun of someone's life choices, especially in front of a crowd, she sighed and said, "You're overreacting." Everyone thought it was funny. I later brought it up with my brother, thinking he'd understand and back me up. Instead, he brushed it off, saying, "Teenagers can be dumb. Don't take it personally." When I told him I expected an apology from Emily, he said, "She didn't mean any harm. Don't ruin a happy day over one harmless joke." I went home that night feeling angry, hurt, and unappreciated. Over the next few weeks, I replayed the scene in my head over and over. Every time I thought about the laughter and the way Emily dismissed my feelings, it made my blood boil. I've sacrificed so much over the years to save money for her college, cutting back on vacations, skipping luxuries, working overtime. I did all of it because I wanted to help her succeed. But now, I'm questioning everything. After a lot of soul-searching, I decided to withdraw my offer to pay for her college. It wasn't an easy decision, but I felt like I couldn't continue to support someone who showed such a lack of respect and gratitude. When I told my brother, he lost it. He called me selfish, petty, and vindictive. He said I was punishing Emily for a harmless joke and jeopardizing her future over my own insecurities. I tried to explain that it wasn't about the money. It was about the principle. Emily's words and attitude showed me that she doesn't value what I've done for her. My brother accused me of blowing things out of proportion and said I was being unfair to an immature teenager who made a mistake. Here's the thing. Emily still hasn't apologized. Not a text, not a phone call, nothing. She's acted like everything is fine, and that hurts even more. If she had shown even a little remorse, I might have reconsidered. But her refusal to acknowledge how her words affected me feels like a slap in the face. Now the whole family is involved. My parents think I'm overreacting and that I should be the bigger person. Some of my cousins have said they understand my perspective but think cutting off college funding is a step too far. Meanwhile, my brother and sister-in-law have been telling anyone who will listen that I'm sabotaging Emily's future out of spite. I'm starting to wonder if they're right. Am I being too harsh? Should I just let it go and pay for her college as I originally planned? Or am I justified in standing my ground?